Hello friends, welcome back to She's in Her Apron. Today I'm going to be sharing with you some more sheet pan dinners. So sheet pan dinners are one of my favorite types of dinners to make because I'm only using one thing to mess up. Everything cooks on it, sometimes at different times, sometimes all at the same time, and it turns out beautifully. And today's video is sponsored by ButcherBox. If you're not familiar with them, they are a subscription service that delivers high quality meat to your doorstep. They ship your order frozen and at the peak of freshness, and it's all packed in an eco-friendly 100% recyclable box. And friends, one of the best parts is they have free shipping. With my research and talking with them, they really do care about animal welfare, supporting farmers, and their mission is to take the guesswork out of dinner and give people a better way to feed their families. And from what we have tried from this box so far, the quality and taste is amazing. Their steaks were super tender. They deliver 100% grass-fed, grass-finished beef, free-range organic chicken, humanely raised pork, and wild-caught seafood. Their website is very easy to navigate. So their box options are a mixed box, beef and chicken box, beef and pork box, and all beef box, and the very popular custom box, and this is what we chose. Once you choose the box that will fit you and your family, you're going to choose the frequency. So they have a curated box and a custom box, and within those you can always choose the classic box or the big box. The average cost equals less than $6 per meal, and when you're staying on budget, this is perfect. Be sure to check out ButcherBox. Right now they have a great deal. If you click on the link below, you get ribeyes and lobster tails free in your first box. I am a lobster lover, so I was super excited about this. I mean, lobster tails, you guys, yum! That's exciting. So stay tuned for the last meal. I'm going to be sharing the ribeyes and lobster tails. All right, are you ready to cook? Aprons on, let's go. The first sheet pan meal I have for you is roasted sweet potatoes, sausage, and broccoli. For this recipe, we're going to need 2 medium sweet potatoes, and we're going to peel and cut those into medium-sized cubes, 3 tablespoons of olive oil, 1 tablespoon of balsamic vinegar, a teaspoon of garlic powder, fresh ground black pepper, 1 package or 4 or 5 links of pre-cooked chicken, turkey, or pork sausage, and a pound of broccoli trimmed and cut apart to make about 3/4 pound broccoli pieces. So while I get things prepped, I preheated the oven to 450 degrees. First, I'm going to peel the sweet potatoes and then cut them into cubes, some bite-sized pieces. From what I learned from this recipe, don't go too small. They could be about 1 inch across. In a bowl, whisk together the olive oil, the balsamic vinegar, garlic powder, and black pepper. Put the sweet potato cubes into a bowl and toss with half of that oil balsamic mixture. Then just spread your sweet potatoes on a sheet pan and put in the oven and start to roast for 15 minutes. Meanwhile, slice the sausage into slices about 3/4 inches thick. When the sweet potatoes have roasted for 15 minutes, add the sausage pieces to the sheet pan and roast for 10 more minutes. If you're noticing that your sweet potatoes are cooking faster, then just take them out and save them for later at the end. Meanwhile, I'm going to be cutting up the broccoli into same size pieces, about the size of the other ingredients. Then add the broccoli into a bowl and toss with the rest of the oil balsamic mixture. Remove the sheet pan from the oven and turn the sausage pieces over. Then spread the sausage and sweet potatoes apart and tuck the broccoli pieces between them. Then put your sheet pan back in the oven and cook for 15 minutes more or until the broccoli is done and the sausage and sweet potatoes are nicely brown. Season with a little salt and fresh ground black pepper and serve hot. This was a big hit with the family. It was absolutely delicious. Next up is ginger shrimp with carrots and snap peas. You'll need 1 pound of large shrimp peeled and deveined, 3 large carrots peeled and sliced, 3/4 pound of sugar snap peas, 2 teaspoons of soy sauce, a tablespoon each of sesame seed oil, and honey, 1 clove garlic minced, 2 teaspoons of grated fresh ginger, sesame seeds, optional if you have it, I didn't have any, scallions or green onions sliced to garnish, and sriracha if you want it. While I'm working on this, the oven is preheated to 400 degrees. In a bowl, whisk together the soy sauce, sesame oil, honey, garlic, and ginger. I'm going to line my sheet pan with some parchment paper. Place the shrimp on one side of the sheet pan. Place the sugar snap peas in the middle of the pan and the carrots next to the peas. Pour the sauce over the shrimp and vegetables, tossing gently to coat. Place in the oven to roast for 10 to 15 minutes or until the shrimp is pink and the vegetables are slightly tender. Just remove from the oven and garnish with some sesame seeds and scallions or green onions chopped up. And hey, if you would like, serve it with some sriracha. This recipe is from the cookbook Healthy One Pan Dinners by Dana Angelo White. This is a fun cookbook because it has 100 easy recipes for your sheet pan, skillet, or multi-cooker, and more. All the recipes look delicious, and of course I'll be sharing more of this with you. If you're interested in this, I will leave a link for it down below. And there you have it, ginger shrimp with carrots and snap peas. This was so refreshing. Maybe add more things to this to bulk it up for dinner, but the flavoring was amazing. Kids scarfed it. That's always a good sign. Look at these ribeyes and lobster tails from ButcherBox. They look so good. These ribeyes look gorgeous and they are super tender. I could tell by just the feel of them, so I'm excited to eat these for dinner. My go-to seasonings are Lawry's seasoned salt, granulated onion, garlic powder, ground pepper, and some Himalayan pink salt. I keep it pretty basic, but our steaks always turn out so yummy. Now you can put all the seasonings in a bowl and then sprinkle that on, but I like to do each one with the seasonings individually. I feel like I could see the coating going on the steak for each seasoning, like separately, just seeing how it goes on. I just flip those over, so we'll start and season the back side of them. When you go to a restaurant, like to a steakhouse or somewhere, and you get a steak, what do you usually get off the menu? I usually always get the ribeye, for sure. Now let's get these on, and then the last 8 minutes, I'm going to put on the lobster tails. So while the steaks are on the grill, I'm going to prepare our sheet pan roasted veggies. So I'm going to be roasting up some zucchini, squash, and broccoli. First, I'm going to cube up the zucchini and the squash and add some fresh broccoli florets to the sheet pan. So I'm going to be adding a few tablespoons of avocado oil to our vegetables. And the seasonings I'm going to use are Lawry's seasoned salt, some garlic powder, and my favorite vegetable seasoning from a local grocery store. I'm going to give that a good toss, and I'm going to throw that in the oven probably at 400 degrees. It really doesn't matter on the temperature, just matters on the cook time, so I am picking 400 degrees. So what you do is you take your kitchen shears and you cut down the back of the lobster, and I already did that. These lobsters look good, but this shell of this lobster tails are very delicate, and they're falling apart. Then you pull out the tail. This is tricky, guys. And then you lay it on top like this. I rinsed them before I cut them, and then I rinsed them again. So this one's good. It's a little green. It's part of the stomach that had come through up through the tail. So if you're not familiar with lobsters, it's okay. I grew up on lobsters, so I'm just gonna sprinkle a little bit of garlic salt. And then I'm going to put some butter down on here. And then I'm going to take some lemon and just sprinkle that down on them. All right, now I'm gonna get them off to the grill. Yum. Ribeye steak and lobster tail. This was a luxury. This was so fun to have. The meat was so tender and the flavor was amazing. So I'm really impressed with their steak. Well, friends, thank you so much for joining me. I hope that got you excited to make some sheet pan dinners, or if you already make sheet pan dinners, give you a few other recipes to try and discover. And don't forget to check out ButcherBox. I'm impressed. It's delicious, so I'm definitely going to continue using them, and of course, I'll share when I do. All right, any tips or tricks, please leave them down below. And hey, what are some of your favorite sheet pan dinners? I would love to know. Leave them down below. All right, friends, have a great day. Thank you for joining me. We'll see you later. Bye.